Hey guys, it's Mrs. Applegarth. Today we're going to talk about um, Chapter 1, Lesson 1, which is called Straight Time Pay. This is just your basic way to calculate um, what you're getting paid when you get paid hourly. So our lesson objective is to calculate straight time pay. Go ahead and fill that in. Okay, so we're going to talk about the importance of understanding what's on your paycheck. So you guys are going to be getting paid. We're going to calculate how much you should get paid, and then all the deductions and everything that goes along with your paychecks. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is straight time pay definition here. Some jobs pay you a fixed amount of money for each hour you work. This is the hourly rate. For example, you might receive $7.50 an hour from the local cinema to sell tickets and work at the concession stand. The $7.50 is the hourly rate the cinema pays you. The manager has scheduled you to work 15 hours a week. We're going to use the number of hours worked to calculate the straight time pay, or the total amount of money you earn for the pay period at the regular hourly rate. The formula for calculating straight time pay is hourly rate times hours worked. You guys are going to fill that in. Straight time pay equals hourly rate times the hours worked. Super important formula. The total amount you are paid during a pay period is often called the gross income, or gross pay, or the gross amount. It consists of the total amount you earned, no matter how your pay was calculated. So whether you're a straight time pay, or like me, I get paid on a salary, so I get the same amount each time. My gross income is still going to be the amount I get paid before they do any deductions. Okay, we're going to look at Shauna. She is a mail clerk. She earns $12 an hour, and she worked 39.5 hours. What is her straight time pay for the week? Well, you take the $12 and you times it by 39.5, because remember, a half hour is the same as 0.5. And she has a gross income of $474. Make sure you include the dollar sign. When we're talking money, it's important to know we're talking money. Okay, we're going to do a couple of those calculations together here. This person makes $7.60 an hour, and she works for 40 hours. So we go 7.60 times 40. All right, $304.00. Okay, number two, $7.90 per hour, and we work 37 hours. So 7.90 times 37 equals 292.3. Make sure you put your dollar sign in front. And then if it doesn't have, if it's missing either the dime, the tenths column, or the hundredths, which is the cents, go ahead and fill those in with zeros. All right, and that's the basics for calculating straight time pay. Now, what if we're given our pay, but we don't know how many hours they're calculating that we worked? So we're going to do a little division in that case. So you take, so we know like Ralph, he earns $14.40 an hour. His paycheck was $550. Well, he wants it to be $550. So how many hours does he have to work? So say he's got to get his car fixed, and that's how much it's going to cost to get his car fixed. So he wants to make sure he gets enough hours in his work week to make sure he has enough money. So we take we take our formula, straight time pay equals the hourly rate times the hours worked. Excuse me. So we have our pay that we want is $550. The hourly rate that we are making is $14.40, and we don't know the hours worked, so we're just going to put an H there. So we rewrite this as 1440H equals $550. We divide both sides by $14.40. When we do the division, we get 38.19 hours. So Ralph will have to work 38.25 hours because his company pays to the nearest quarter hour. And all the companies I worked for that were on hourly, it was every 15 minutes or a quarter hour. Please, if you don't know, a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do a couple practice problems with that. Bobby Sue is an office manager at a weekly newspaper. He earns $22.50 per hour. How many hours per week does Bobby work if he earns $522 per week? So we're going to go, we know it's 522. And we know that's going to equal 2250 times the number of hours he works. So we are going to do a little division. Here, $22.50 an hour. So we get the number of hours he works is 522 divided by 22.50. 23.2. And because we're going to round to the nearest quarter of an hour, we're that is 0.25 or 0.50 or 0.45, sorry, or 0.75, not 4. Boo. Sorry, it's 45 minutes, but it's in decimals, it's 0.75 or 0. Okay, so the nearest quarter hours, this is 0 minutes. Like, check this out. There's a decimal point right here. So this is 0.25 is 15. 50 is 0.50 is 30. And 0.75 is 45. And then so this is 0. This is and you guys are going to have to know this. 1/4, 0.5 is 1/2, and 7/5 is 3/4. I'll rewrite that 3/4. Okay, so when you get nearest quarter of an hour, you're either going to be writing 0.00, which is going to be 0 minutes, 0.25, which is 15 minutes, 0.50, which is 30 minutes, or 0.75, which is 45 minutes. So this one is closest to 0.25. So 23 hours, 0.25, 23.25 hours. Or you can write it as 23 hours and 15 minutes. All right, Lauren here. She earns $8.35 as a swim instructor. How many hours does she have to work to make $190 a week? So we are going to go $190 is her goal. She makes $8.35 every hour, but we don't know how many hours that's going to be. So we're going to divide both sides by 8.35. And we say the number of hours is 190 divided by 8.35 equals 22.75. So it's going to be 22 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, this is a little bit more difficult. But all you're doing is division and then rounding to the nearest either 0.25, 0.5, or 0.75 or 0. Okay. Now I want you guys to go and fill in this lesson practice. You're going to be doing multiplication here. And when we get to number 11, you're going to be doing division to solve for B. All right, and then answer 15 and 16. Make sure you show your work. If you're doing multiplication, make sure you write down the multiplication. If you're doing division, you make sure you write down division. All right, and thank you guys for hanging with me. Our secret word for the day is gonna be, let's make it time. So if you missed the live session, but you message me the word time, you will get credit for that session. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Call me if you need anything.